You don't need to fault what you own in your own soul. You don't need to fault what you own, what you own. You don't need to fault what you own in your own soul.
All right, we made it. We are at the Echota Park. This is the location of the capital of the Cherokee Nation in Calhoun, Georgia. And this is, to my surprise, one of the routes of the Trail of Tears. This is not, it's, the Trail of Tears has got several routes where they march those Native Americans off that land. But this is one of them. This is where it starts here in Georgia. So we're gonna explore around a little bit and see what we can find out about this place. Because I did not know that this was a Trail of Tears route. So me and my crew was riding one day. We was coming out of Tennessee. We hit this road right here. And we started seeing signs say Trail of Tears route. Dude, when I thought about the Trail of Tears, to be honest, I thought that was Oklahoma somewhere. I never knew this. And see, so I get home, I asked my wife, I said, did you know the capital of the Cherokee Nation was in Georgia? This Cherokee County, by the way. She said, no. I said, they didn't teach you that in school. You from Georgia? She said, I didn't know nothing about that. But here, as I always say, if we find it, we tell it. So we're gonna go in here and look and see what we can find out about the capital of the Cherokee Nation, New Echota. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So I hope y'all can hear me. I got a microphone, but I hope y'all can hear me. It says parking spaces under and left unlocked. Told okay. Here is where we are now. New Echota, Cherokee Nation capital. The sprawling town of Newtown, which has stood here since 1819, was designated the seat of the governor of the new Cherokee Nation in the Legislative Act of 1825. So it's like it was land was given to them. It was renamed New Echota for the former principal town in Tennessee. In its short history, New Echota was the site of the first Indian language newspaper office, a court case which carried to the United States Supreme Court one of the earliest experiences of national self-government for an Indian tribe. The signing of the treaty, which relinquished Cherokee claims to the land east of the Mississippi, and the assembly of the Indians for the removal west. And this was put here by the Georgia Historical Commission. This packer say the Trail of Tears. The New Echota Treaty of 1835 relinquishes Cherokee Indian claims to the land east of the Mississippi River. The majority of the Cherokee people considered the treaty fraudulent and refused to leave their homelands in Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, and Tennessee. 7,000 federal and state troops were ordered to the Cherokee Nation to forcibly evict the Indians. On May 26, 1838, the roundup began. Over 15,000 Cherokees was forced from their homes at gunpoint, imprisoned in stockades until removal west could take place. 2,700 left by boat in June 1838. Left by boat. Deuteronomy 28? I don't know. But due to the many deaths and sickness, removal was suspended until cooler weather. Most of the remaining 1,300,000 Cherokees left by wagon, horseback, or on foot during October and November 1838. On an 800-mile route through Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, and Arkansas. They arrived in what is now eastern Oklahoma during January, February, and March of 1838. Disease, exposure, starvation may have claimed as many as 4,000 Cherokee lives during the course of capture, imprisonment, and removal. The ordeal has become known as the Trail of Tears. And this was put here by the Georgia Historical Marker. There you go. This site was actually their land here. And this is a memorial. It said it was erected in honor of the Cherokee Nation by the United States government in 1931. The site of New Echota, last capital of the Cherokee Indians east of the Mississippi River. And that pretty much says the same thing that placard I just read. Here's an interesting fact. Let's look at this. Who is John Ross? It said John Ross was elected principal chief under the influence of the Moravian ministries of the there became Christianized and attained a high degree of civilization. Moravian. I don't know why I can't say that word, because it don't make sense to me. Don't mean it's not a word. But yeah. And they got some of that language here. It says, welcome to the Echota Historical Site, admission $8. Disabled vet, $6. So this is a fee to get in here. So yeah. So we're gonna stop it right here and we're gonna see. What I paid $6 because I used my veteran discount, so it was like $6 to get in this spot. But yeah, so I'm in the exhibit room, and I'm gonna take this off my mug and let y'all look around here. From what I understand, it is some stuff on YouTube you can find out about this stage, but she said, yeah, there's a lot of people don't know about this spot, but let's look around. Okay, yeah. One nation shrinks, another one grows. She said that you can do some video in here. However, she said some of the flash photography, you gotta be careful with that. They don't really like that because of some art they have. Let's see what this is. Like a spinning wheel. Some dress here. It say a world in transition. The Cherokee, one people, two cultures. Yeah, it's a dress there. And this looked like some of their traditional dress of the Cherokee. And they have some other artifacts here that you can see. It's like buttons from military uniforms, things of that nature, cups. And who is this dude? Maybe we'll find out who that Ross dude, that Morvanian, that turned them into Christians. Yeah, apparently that should get in for card for being, yeah. This is artifacts room. What is this? Some of the things here, filling X. The thing's called a dog, a fro, a shaven horse, adze, mallet. Here we go. What this young lady doing? She chilling. Look like she weaving a basket, maybe. Yeah, like she weaving a basket. And some of the tools here. I hope my voice is coming through good. Sequoia and the talking leaves. Punctuation sounds like vowels. A as an in father, and short as an in rival. E as A is in hate. And short for E. Okay, cool. Consonant sounds. Shoe. Cherokee language. Yeah. And here's a couple of dictionaries for it. And this is in Georgia, y'all. This stuff is right here in this place. And
corn, shade,
tree,
zucchini.
Yeah. Let's see what bread is. Bread.
God do.
Oh, interesting. We might. It said Georgia takes control. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's see what the change in policy was. Despite of making great progress of adopting civilization program, the United States, the Cherokees found the Louisiana on purpose and had southern eyes westward. With her population rapidly growing, the acquisition of Indian lands along with her western boundaries became a major goal of Georgia officials through the early 1800s. And here goes the Cherokee land. And then it went down here. And then here. And Georgia claims the land covered 4 million acres. He said Georgia claimed the Cherokee land covered 4 million acres and dated back to original colonial charter and an 1802 agreement with the federal government. And the Cherokee intentions to remain on their land, highlighted by the development of the Cherokee Constitution. The Cherokee Phoenix newspaper, the discovery of gold brought concern to Georgia citizens and officials. It was gold in up their hills. Yeah. That's the dude. Ain't he on that thin 10? Yeah, that's the dude that marched them off there. There he is, John Ross. That guy. That's the one that we ran out of that thing. Him. Elias Bondino, something like that. Singing French dude. I hope I'm getting good pictures, y'all. I hope. Sure can't turn them on. The land lottery. What is this about? This says the land lottery. This is what that says. What is this about? I don't know. Wow. So there's stuff on YouTube that you can find out about here. She said it's a YouTube documentary online. So this stuff, if you're really interested in it, you can, find out about it. But yeah. John Ross was awarded a contract to the East by General Scott to conduct a removal of 12,000 Cherokees remaining in the East. The original contract called for a payment to Ross of $65.88 for each Cherokee removed. And back then, I would be very motivated. Captain Page's disbursement agent paid a sum of $796,393.89 to John Ross on November 13, 1838. Yep. Interesting. Let's see if we can go back. Stuff I missed here. Musket. That's a rifle. That book says infantry tactics. At the beginning, there is a park ranger here. So don't get any funny business right here. Because, yeah. I can't.